women seeking validation from the people you love, it can be very exhausting. It can be very painful, especially when it's not valued. It can be very traumatizing, especially when it is not valued. And I'm not talking when it is valued. Now, some of you women, I understand you want to get married. I understand you want that man to be your life partner. But you see, there's a lot of mistakes that women make. Some women, you constantly want this validation that you run after this man day in, day out. Some of you want to eat, you want to ask him the color of the food that you understand. Some of you want to pee, you have to even ask him if it's time for you to go to the bathroom, just because you're seeking validation. Now, I was watching something today and I saw something and I could read through that this girl, all her life, she ran after her husband. She was always looking up to her husband. She felt that her husband could give her everything, you understand, which is okay. But because of that validation that she constantly always seek from her husband, the man was always stepping out on her. The man was always, he always had someone new. He always had something new, though they're married. But she's not happy there. But the truth about it, that the reason is because she is not finding her own self. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't love your husband. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, respect or adore your husband, or probably abide by their rules or live by it. But then there's something called balancing the act. Ensuring that both of you are in the same space. You're equally yoked. You love yourself. Your husband is also giving you your freedom. He understands that you have your boundary. You understand that he has his boundaries. And he's respecting you on that. He's not making you, a robot, making you robotic to please him. However, most cases, it's usually not the man's fault. It's always the woman, because it's the woman that is seeking validation. And then because of that, she becomes robotic, because she wants to be, him. She wants to, she almost wants to even spoon feed him. You understand? And when you find yourself in that space, women, you're damaging yourself. You're not just bruising your ego, but you're killing yourself. Your self-confidence is going. Everything that builds you, that makes you a woman, you're burying it by yourself. And oftentimes, you always take the frustration out on the people that didn't even hurt you, that didn't even break you. Because all your life, you were actually seeking validation from this man. All your life, you were seeking validation from the people you loved. It could actually even be your mom. It could actually be, that's why I tell my kids, in trying to please me, you will start painting a picture that is not there about me. You start making people see me as a monster because you think that I want you to be perfect. Meanwhile, not knowing that somehow, somewhere in your head, you're the one actually wanting to seek validation from me, not knowing that I don't care. You have your own life, I have my own life. I've given birth to you, yes, I'm your mom. But the truth is, in trying to seek validation from me, you make a lot of mistakes. Meanwhile, I have made my own mistakes and I'm living where I'm living right now. I wouldn't want you to make the same mistake. This thing applies to mostly us that are in a relationship, mostly us that are, want to get married. We probably like a certain kind of guy, and because we want to be with them, we seek their validation so bad that we walk, we breathe, we eat them because we just want to be with them. And so because of that, we damage our ego. Because of that, we can't find ourselves. Because of that, we take the frustration out on our friends. Each time we want to express ourselves to our friends, we go into that defensive mode. Because why? The person you're with is not making you happy, and you know this. But you constantly want to validate yourself. And he's not being valued. He doesn't even care. He sees this, but he doesn't care. But yet you constantly want to be there. You just want him to see you that, yes, you're trying. To see you that he told you to wear blue and you're wearing the blue. He told you to wear green and you're wearing the green. He told you, no, find yourself. Because you're hurting yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only thing it's going to do to you is that when you go out there, you won't have confidence in yourself as a woman. You won't even be able to express yourself amongst your fellow women. Because you know why? All your life, you try to validate